Hey, good to have you back. This is the next one in a series that I decided to call Foundations. And so if this is stuff that you already know, no problem. You may stick around and learn a little thing, or you may stick around and learn something revolutionary. I don't know. But what we're talking about is the foundational platform for learning how to speak the language of music with this. So today we're taking a look at the natural minor scale, not just the theory, but getting it down to the fretboard and how we would do that. So relative minor, if I take a C major, there's a C major scale, right? If I take that C major scale, which has its tonal center as C, the tonal center is C. There's a C. That means by tonal center, that means everything wants to gravitate to that C note because it's the tonal center or the tonic of the key. But what happens if we change the tonic of the key and use exactly the same notes? What we're going to end up with is a relative scale, a scale using the same notes, the same harmonic DNA, if you will. And we are going to do that now with the A natural minor. So we started with C before. But this time we're going to move down a minor third, C, B, A. And this becomes our new tonal center. And that is no longer the key of C major, it's the key of A minor. Two different keys, same notes. The one chord in the key of A natural minor or the A Aeolian mode, the one chord would be A minor, the 4 chord D minor, the 5 chord E minor, and the 1 chord A minor. Definitely not the key of C major. So the major scale, the distances between the notes are tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. In the natural minor scale, the distances between the notes are tone, semitone, tone, tone, semitone, tone, tone. Very different arrangement of tones and semitones, which creates the sound of the scale. The distances between the notes create the scale sound. All right, we're using the same notes. Now let's move on a little bit. As we said, C major, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And we count down a minor third, C, B, A, and this gives us our new relative root, to the relative minor root. So now we have two keys using the same notes. Okay. Now getting it down to the fretboard, here we are on the fretboard. That's a good exercise to do the 1, the 4, the 5, and the 1. All right, now what we have here, you're looking at all the notes on the fretboard, like all of the natural notes, I should say, all the natural notes on the fretboard, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right? Like through the... and then they're placed on the fretboard, and then we organize them with our hand, right? With so this is open position or first position. Okay, let's move on. Now we're in second position. I moved, and that we call it second position because I've moved my finger up to second position. Simple as that. And then my chord. And there I have A minor. I could go. Okay, in this series, I've only got the one chord in each case. I don't do the 1, the 4, and the 5, but I would advise you to challenge yourself and do that. So now we've worked our way up the fretboard a little bit, and now we're moving even further to the 5th position. Some of you will say, what about the 3rd position? Just check it out yourself. It doesn't work. And later on, it'll be hybrid positions. You can do, of course, hybrid positions. You can move all over the fretboard. The way to organize the fretboard, however, is with your hand, and it has 4 fingers. So from here, we move up to the 5th position, and here's my hand. So just noodling around in the key of A minor in 5th position, moving through simple chords. These are things that you should do as well. And now we're in 7th position. Always start on the root, right? These are the notes you're going to use. This is the scale with the root. If you don't play the scale from the root and hear it from the root, you could very well be playing a different scale. Okay, and we move up the fretboard, and now we're in the next position, and that's 9th position, and here's my root note. Okay, you get the idea. That scale form has a couple of shifts, shift, always the same shift, ascending and descending, right? And then finally we have the position here at the top of the at fret 12, which is an octave higher than where we started. Right, and there's my A minor. Okay. So I hope that was informative to you. This is not just theory. It's for guitar players that want to move beyond first position and start to understand how the guitar fretboard is put together. Here are the notes on the guitar, natural notes on the guitar fretboard, and those natural notes are divided by your hand, right? And you should probably do, maybe do a little bit of work moving the chords up and about. Right, A minor, A minor, and then A minor. So yeah, it's not a bad idea to move the chords around the fretboard and get used to them. Just even if it's just the one chord, A minor, A minor, A minor, right, A minor, A minor, in triads, right. Okay, I think that'll give you some work to do, and I hope you learned something. Just remember that when we talk about relative scales, we have to start with a scale that something is relative to, and in order to do that in the study of harmony, and we always have a scale that we can relate to, an objective place to start. Naturally, the natural minor scale, or the Aeolian mode, is relative to its major scale. The same can be said for the modes, but that's another topic for another day. Okay, thanks for stopping by. Hope you learned something. These excerpts are from my book called Scales. You can pick it up on Amazon. We'll link it in the description. And if you have any questions or kind comments, I only take that kind. Please leave them. And I answer questions quite thoroughly, and I'm happy to do so. Okay, best to you. Thanks again for stopping by, and we'll see you again real soon.